Welcome to UserAndI, the channel where we explore all things UI and UX design, and today we're critiquing menswear e-commerce brand Spoke. So I'm going to start with the things that I quite like about this. I'm always a big fan of line icons. I think these work really well. Seems to be quite a clean brand and they use these pretty well. Also love a horizontal menu, which seems to be quite popular. I know Next have it on their website as well. I also like their hover stick, well, their active color I should say. It goes right well with the rest of the brand as well. I also am a big fan of this area here. Very important to have this coming off the page as well, just to communicate to the user that there's more to scroll through. I think they did this area pretty well as well. Combining sans serif fonts and serif fonts for titles or maybe like little captions are always a good idea. They do the same down here as well, and it works really well. And they've gone for a lighter sans serif font, the same font here to be honest, but they've gone for a lighter version for the body font, which works really well. So I think I'm gonna switch colors right now so we can just run through the bits that I'm not a fan of, which is really only one. So this banner up here, so we do get the semi-bold font that they use here with the extra 10% off, but I feel that the actual discount code that you'll be using isn't clear enough. I don't think it stands out enough. I think they could have had this on, they could have had the extra 10% off at the top on one line, and they could have had the code on the bottom line as well, and still had the arrow on the side. I think that would have worked pretty well. So something similar to this in fact. Let's have a little go. So there's our little menu bar. There's our little banner I should say. And then we've got some text. We've got capitals, extra 10% off sale. We're going to scale that up. Gonna make that bold, but they've gone for a semi-bold, so I'll change that. Roberto has medium. We're not gonna worry about the font right now. And I'm gonna duplicate that and nudge that down. I'm gonna say use, take off caps, use code supercharged. I'm gonna highlight the background color here, make these both white, and I'm gonna group those. I'm gonna change the auto layout to 0. I'm also gonna text align them as well. And they've gone for a smaller font at the top. And of course this is sans serif. I'm going to choose, well this is serif font, sorry. I'm going to choose just a regular old serif font. I'm going to make that regular like they have. But what I would do differently is I'd probably make the code bold itself. So we've got something like that. I'm gonna put this all in an auto layout. So right now I'm gonna then add some padding as they have on the top. Go 15. They've also got some letter spacing on there. Let's nudge that across. Perfect. We'll make that a little bigger. And let's add in the arrow as well that they've got. That's probably a chevron, isn't it? Yep, perfect. And I'm going to scale that up. I'm also going to auto layout this as well. And I think let's make that white like they have. I'm gonna take down the padding and the top of the bottom. What I'll do here is make that an auto layout, and I'll leave the gap like that. That's what I would have done. So for me, you get the extra 10% off as well. And to be fair, we can actually scale this down a tiny bit. I'll make that central. So that's what I would have done. I would have definitely had them all on 2 lines instead of left aligned, and I would have went for similar heading, semi-bold, with the extra 10% off, and I would have had the code underneath. What would you have done differently as well? Or do you prefer it the way they've done it? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know if there's anything you liked about Spoke. See you on the next episode.